it would be impossible to say that watching what some of my colleagues went through. Wendy Rieger recently passing away with brain cancer that took over her life, and and she was gone in less than a year. And Jim Vance with lung cancer. Very, very difficult and painful to watch my coworkers going through that, and you certainly think about that as you consider what's in my own future. I'd like to enjoy life a little bit more and step away from those deadlines every day while I'm still healthy.
Doreen, you've done so much. Obviously, you've covered so many big events and important people. And I'm not going to ask you the equivalent of naming your favorite child. So I'm not going to ask you what the best thing is. And you are a health reporter and done some really important health stories. Can you pick one that you'd like to talk about that means a lot to you that you've done when you think back at all the things? There
are so many stories. I've gotten to interview some famous people, but I think the people who have made the biggest impact on me are everyday people who are facing big challenges, and those are the people who have inspired me, or the people who are willing to put themselves out there in a clinical trial, a medical clinical trial, because they want to help somebody else. There have been so many stories that I've gotten to travel on some assignments that made a big impact on me. Went to the Persian Gulf during the second war in the Gulf with got to be on the hospital ship, the Comfort, with staffed mostly by people from our area. It was Bethesda Naval Hospital.
Yeah,
I guess it's now Walter Reed.
I think so. Yes, I think so.
Anyway, just seeing the sacrifices that those people made to go over there, and they ended up not treating any U.S. casualties because our battlefield medicine is so advanced. They treated all Iraqi casualties, and that was just quite an experience to be on that ship. Very intense. But I can't pick one story that was the most meaningful to me.
I figured you couldn't. All right, so when
the last one I did.
Okay, then there you go. And then the next one you did is the next one, right? The next one you do, rather.
Exactly.
Okay, so when we posted this story after NBC4, of course, posted it, the response was unbelievable, overwhelming. I'm not exaggerating. I mean, literally, you blew up our social media platforms. So you have to fix it now that you broke it. So I'm guessing you haven't gone through all the comments, not just on us, but but I wonder, what did that mean to you to see the amount, the love? I mean, it's going to be a long question, and I apologize for that. So in movies, you have Rotten Tomatoes where there's a 99% rating. Well, this was 100%, Doreen. I have not seen not only one negative, I haven't seen one neutral comment. There's just an outpouring of love, and I want to know what that meant to you to see that and to feel that.
I have seen a lot of positive, lovely, heartwarming comments. People who were pregnant when I was pregnant a couple of times, people who I've interacted with over the years. It makes me feel really wonderful. I think, going back 30 some years, people had fewer choices for where to get their news, and they developed more of a relationship, I think, with the people who were in their homes, because we are in people's homes and on their TV sets. There was a closer relationship. Plus, the News 4 viewers and I and my colleagues as well, we've been through a lot together in 33 years, if you think about it. A lot of celebrations and a lot of difficult things. I don't need to list the tough situations, but it really is lovely and very
Yeah.
flattering. And I feel very honored to see all these kind comments from people. I don't know that I'll ever have a chance to respond to all of them, but I'm reading as many as I can.
Well, I want to read one from our Facebook post from Sue Butler. I cannot imagine who could possibly replace you. Whoever takes that on will have giant shoes to fill. In addition to being a consummate broadcast professional, you always look superb and never ruffled in any way. I know other female journalists are standing on your shoulders, having someone as amazing as you for an example. Congratulations. I hope your next endeavor is just as fulfilling as your last 33 years. And that's just an example of the hundreds and hundreds of comments.
That's really lovely. Thank you.